Here's a strange truth. The richer people become, the less of their wealth they keep sitting in cash. Most people think having more cash means being safer. But wealthy people see cash very differently. Because money sitting still can quietly lose something extremely important: its purchasing power. When prices rise, the same amount of money buys less than it did before. That's why wealthy people don't just ask, "How much cash do I have?" They ask, "What is my money doing?" Imagine two people earning the same income, but making completely different decisions with their money. One saves every extra dollar, believing that keeping it untouched is the safest strategy. The other keeps enough cash for emergencies, but puts the rest to work.
Instead of letting money sit still, they use it to own assets that can potentially grow over time.
That difference in mindset may seem small today, but over decades, it can become enormous. Once wealthy people have enough cash for daily needs, their attention usually shifts toward productive assets. Some wealth is placed into businesses because successful companies can generate profits year after year. Others own real estate, turning physical property into an asset that can produce income or appreciate. The key idea isn't simply having money, it's owning things that can potentially produce more money. And that's where the wealthy mindset becomes powerful. They think about what their money can become years from now. But this doesn't mean wealthy people keep zero cash. They keep enough to stay financially prepared. That cash can cover emergencies, unexpected expenses, and short-term needs without forcing them to sell investments. Cash can also create opportunity when an attractive investment appears at the right moment. The goal isn't to avoid cash. The goal is to avoid keeping more cash than you actually need. Because wealth isn't just about how much money you have. It's about how effectively your money works for you. The biggest danger of holding too much cash isn't always obvious. Sometimes, the loss happens silently. Inflation can gradually reduce what your money can actually buy, even when your bank balance stays unchanged. You might still have the same $10,000, but that money may purchase less than before. Over many years, even modest inflation can create a surprisingly large difference in purchasing power. That's why wealthy investors focus not only on protecting money, but on protecting its long-term purchasing power. The first step isn't chasing the highest return. It's building a financial system that can survive different situations. Instead of depending on one investment, wealthy investors often spread their money across different types of assets. That can reduce the damage when one investment performs badly, while other assets continue working. Time is another powerful advantage, because compounding can turn consistent growth into something much larger.
The real goal is simple. Build a system where your money keeps working, even when you aren't.
Building wealth doesn't always begin with a huge amount of money. Sometimes, it starts with consistency.
At first, the growth may look boring. But over long periods, the effect can become increasingly powerful. The hardest part is often patience, because meaningful wealth usually takes years rather than days. That's the power of time. Small financial decisions can eventually create results that look anything but small. Another reason wealthy people protect their money is simple. They don't chase every opportunity they see. But disciplined investors understand that protecting capital can be just as important as growing it. The real advantage isn't knowing every opportunity. It's knowing which opportunities are worth ignoring. Real wealth isn't simply a large bank balance. It's having control over your financial future. When your assets generate income and grow over time, money can give you something even more valuable: freedom. So instead of asking only how much money you have, ask a more important question. Is your money simply sitting there, or is it helping you build something bigger? Because the goal isn't to have money sitting still. The goal is to make your money work for your future.